What up, my people? I hope y'all are doing okay. I was gonna give y'all a little jazz, because of course I just came back from New Orleans, but I can't scat worth crap. So that was my very poor attempt. Now, I know I normally do these on Monday, but I was in New Orleans on Monday, and to be honest, I didn't even know what days it was in New Orleans. I was so discombobulated. It was just like I just woke up and did shit I was supposed to do on particular days. I'm not even sure what the day is. I think we on Thursday. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get these messages out. I had some people commenting and asking questions like, where are the Monday messages? Where are the Monday messages? And it's like, oh, fuck if I know. They coming. But it was because I had so many other things going on. In fact, my spiritual papa was like, you do too much. And now I'm starting to think words of wisdom. He probably is right. No, I'm not even going to say probably is right. He is right. I do too much. So I'm going to restructure some things and figure out how to best utilize my time and still take care of my people. So we're going to restructure some things. Don't freak out, the ones that have a hard time with change. I don't think it's going to be too drastic. Still going to get your readings, but I think I'm just going to either fine tune the way I do the readings, shorten some of the readings, or just figure out a way to better utilize time and give you guys the proper messages. So bear with me. Some changes coming soon. So I hope you guys are wonderful. You know how we do this. You choose a card. We're going to have 6 cards. It could be card number 1, card number 3, card number 5, or it could be all 6 cards as a message. But for some of you, you're definitely going to be getting a connection with the message. Some, not everybody. Not everybody's going to resonate with these messages. If it does not fit, don't have a fit about it. Don't freak out about it. It's not your message this week. I keep getting all these people, well, that didn't make any sense to me. It wasn't your message. Don't try to force it, okay? So let's see. Spirit. 2 more cards, Spirit. 2 more cards for my people. 2 more cards. Ooh. What is that? Let's go back. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Interesting. Why is somebody scared? Let's see. 1 more card, Spirit, for card number 6 to clarify. 1 more card, please. Clarify card number 6. 1 more. Ooh. Okay, I said 1 more. 1 more, Spirit. I said 1 more. You giving me 2. Spirit communication, though. All right. Let's see where we're going to put it. We're going to just go with that. Let me get them right. All right. So if you chose card number 1, let me get the glare off of it. Let's put it up here. Some of you could be dealing with a stalker. Now, this could be somebody, I know a lot of people, when you say stalker, some people go creepy, creepy, creepy. But literally, this could be somebody that is just watching you. And with social media nowadays, this really is common. Like a lot of people, you go on to so-and-so's page, what's going on with them. Then you look on the other person's page, what's the tea on that? Are they gossiping about each other? Are they beefing with each other? For some of you, this could just be really trying to stay within the tea. Like, what's going on? I know I heard this stuff. Let me check what it is. For some of you, though, this really is somebody who could be trying to look at you and decide whether they're going to slide into them DMs or PMs, send you that special picture. Won't happen to everybody, but for some of y'all, you do have somebody that may be getting some type of vibe, might be having some type of lustful situation or romantic situation, and they may want to start something up with you. For a few of you, this is general because it can go both ways. For some of you, you may be the stalker. You may be looking at somebody's page. What's going on with them? Let me see what they into, what kind of food they eat, what they talk about on their page. Some of y'all trying to figure out if people psycho, if they in their right mind. You know how it is. So for some of y'all definitely might be trying to make a love connection with somebody. You could be watching them. They could be watching you. For some of you, I feel like especially if you're dealing with somebody who's really, really flirty. You might be looking to see who they're looking at, like who they hearting. Are they putting hearts on somebody's picture? Are they being a little bit too flirty? So for some of you, you could be in a relationship, and I'm going to clarify that message. Some of you could be in a relationship with somebody and feeling like maybe I need to watch them a little bit closely because maybe they're putting too many hearts on somebody's page. They're going a little bit too far with it. Let's see. Clarify card number one, Spirit. Card number one. Clarify. Oh, yeah. Some of y'all definitely could be dealing with somebody. Could be a fire sign, could be a water sign. Some of you may actually, because we got the Mother card, we got a Queen of Cups. So we have somebody who could be married. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be somebody that is watching their partner, the King of Wands, which could be a fire sign. If they're not a fire sign, they could have some fire to them. They could be looking to see, well, what are they liking on? Are they liking on somebody's picture? Are they being inappropriate? So this is somebody that could be checking up, whether you male or female. If you're spending a little bit too much time on somebody else's profile and you in a relationship or you married, best believe your spouse is checking your ass. Why are you on this person's page? Who was that? I think it was Lena, a good friend of mine, and she told me on Instagram, she goes, I can tell what pages you look at, what you click on, what pictures you like or whatever. And of course, I don't even go that deep into social media. I'm just like, I like it, I don't like it, or my laughing face. But for some people, you could be having somebody that literally is going through your social media history, trying to figure out what you like to eat, what places you hang out at. Maybe I need to go to this place and run into you. For some of you, you could be in a relationship with somebody that is watching you through your page or through another person's page because they feel maybe you're showing a little bit too much interest to that person. Some of you need to watch your back. Now with card number two, and what is that, 708? I need to write this down. Let me find some paper because I always say I'm going to do this. Hold up, you guys. I'm trying to do the back bend. Back bend. So look, what is it? Shit, 725. For card number two. So for some of you, you could be connecting with a male or a female that might have slid into your DM, that may have been stalking you, trying to get to know you. This is showing new beginning. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be pregnancy. Pregnancy is birth, a new beginning with something. But I feel for some of you, you have somebody that is hoping to have a new beginning with you. This could be somebody who's been checking you out, male or female. They may want to take you out, go out on a date, but they're trying to figure out how to approach you, which could be why they're watching you or watching your page. So for some of you, you may even have an idea who this person is just because maybe they have put some little messages out there. You know, maybe they have said hello or hi, or they send you a certain joke. I used to have a guy that would send me like a song every other week. I never knew what the fuck it was. What is the song meaning? What is it about? But this person would constantly send me music until one day I was just like, okay, what the fuck? And then they stopped because I was confused. But evidently the songs meant something to them. I would listen to the lyrics. They would all be different. I could never make rhyme or reason of it. But he would slide into the DMs and the PMs and send me the song. Never had the new beginning though. But for some of you, you may have somebody that's coming in, dropping you a poem, dropping you a little high. You know, what is that? Where they used to poke you on Facebook. Now they do that damn wave. Everybody be on there waving. So for some of you, you may get a person who just starts off with the wave. And then it's like, I really kind of want to get to know you. And you may actually decide that you want to move forward with this person, or you might want to get to know this person. Now, for some of you, I definitely feel like this is going to be like a romantic connection. Doesn't mean that it's going to follow through, but for some of you, this person is they're feeling you. You know, they've been watching you. They want this new beginning. This could be you doing this to somebody. You could be stalking them and looking at their page and deciding, I want this new beginning. I want to move forward with somebody. Let me see what kind of music they like. Let me see where they hang out at so that I can come in and show up at these places and act like I'm surprised. You paint pottery? You like to do that sip and paint stuff? You roller skate? I didn't know you roller skate. And look, here we are both at the roller skating place. You were stalked. Somebody stalked you. They knew what you were doing. They know what you like. They're looking for this. So for some of you, I know it sounds kind of creepy, but this is the age of social media. So for some people, these chance encounters really are not chance encounters. People are studying you. You are studying people. You're in their DM. You're looking, you know when they breaking up with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, you see them post on there. I ain't talking to that bastard no more. They broke my heart. And then you be like, let me go on to slide in. You need a little shoulder to cry on. I'm going to send you a song about heartbreak. And it's because they watch. For some of you, you're doing this to somebody else. New beginnings coming in doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I would take my time with it, especially if it gets a little bit where there's too many commonalities and you start to wonder, like, okay, how do you know this? How do you know my dead dog's name was Chucky? How do you know all this? And it could be because they're going back through. Now for some of y'all might think this is romantic. Somebody's taking a lot of time to get to know you, to go through your things, to to connect to places that you like to go, to pick up hobbies that you like to do. And I've seen a lot of people fall in love that way. I mean, really, what is that saying? Do something that you love and you will meet people that have that same love, that same interest. And that could be the start of a really great relationship because you already have something in common. So for some of you, you definitely could be making a connection with somebody that you enjoy doing the same things, and it's a new beginning. So let's see. Let's go 1139. Card number 3. Card number 3. Lord, this is maybe why you got to take your time. Some of y'all may be dealing with a player. May have had somebody stalking you. Roll up in them DMs, them PMs, saying all the right things. New beginnings. You my baby daddy. You my baby mama. I want to take you out and get to know you. And you're like, cool. Let's do it. Let's go out. And in some kind of way within the midst, maybe you happen to get into their phone, their computer, and you realize this motherfucker got naked pictures of everybody on their phone. They got messages. They even got messages from people that's on my friend list. So they don't try to talk to other people that I know. So now maybe you're not feeling too good about the new beginning. Maybe you're looking at this man or female as a player, somebody uncommitted. Some of you may get your feelings hurt if you move too fast with somebody. You may have, what is that? The illusion of seeing them as something. And maybe they made you believe this. Maybe they stalked you. Maybe they made you see them in a certain light. But now you're realizing that maybe, they're not all that they said they were. Or they're not committed. You know how people come into a new relationship, it's a new beginning. Oh, I love the way you do this. I love the way you snore. I love the way you eat. A little food falls out the side of your mouth or whatever. It's all good. It's all good at the beginning. And some of you may really be falling into this. And then you realize homeboy or homegirl is playing. They're not committed. They're coming in with good talk, but maybe they don't have the follow through. So for some of you with card number 3, you could be dealing with somebody that you were trying to get to know. You thought it was a love connection, and then you realize that, they just kind of playing some games. They kind of got they hands out there with other people. They're really not 100% looking for a relationship. Some of you may be sad or upset when you find this out. For some of you, this person could have gone through a breakup, and that's what's making them want to get out there and play. Maybe they've gone through a bad time. And now they're like, you know what? I feel bad. I just need a rebound. I need somebody to come in and make me feel good. And so I'm going to slide into so-and-so's DM and see if they're up to it. Send somebody a message. You want to spend some time with me? Let's spend some time together. Knowing that you really don't want to offer a commitment. You just want to have some fun. You just want to feel good. So this could be you doing this to somebody, or this could be somebody doing this to you. If you chose card number 3 and you are dealing with somebody like this, I would say take your time. Here's the thing. If they're playing and you want to play, that's cool. 2 people playing. It's consensual. Now, if they're playing and you're looking for something a little bit stable, say you want marriage, you want 15 kids, then this ain't your boy or your girl. This ain't your person, because this person is uncommitted right now. They're a little indecisive, and it could be because they went through something, and so they don't want to get stuck in this situation again. Some of you may even find out this person is married, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna leave my wife, I'm gonna divorce my husband or whatever, and then you realize that they're not committed. So for some of you, you may be looking at some person or somebody in a light that's different from what you initially thought about them. um I feel for some of you, you're going to fall hard and you're going to fall fast. So I would say if you just met somebody and you're a little bit on the fence with them, take your time so that you won't be feeling this sadness. For some of you, it really is where you wanted to be in love, and then somebody comes in and they say all the right things, they do all the right things, and you feel like you want to put all your energy into this person, but maybe they're not being honest about who they really are. I think nowadays, if you're over 18, and really shit, if you're out there dating, you need to go ahead and put everything on the table. I don't want to get married right now. I don't want to have kids. I just want to blow bubbles on your booty. That's all I want to do for the next couple of weeks, just for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, I'm going on with somebody else. It was cool with you, but let's do 2 weeks and then I'm out. And then you can be like, let me think about that. Bubbles on the booty for 2 weeks. you know, 2 weeks, hey, it might not be that bad. Might not be that bad. I ain't gonna fall in love with you because I know that you're not gonna stay that long. And we might be able to kick it for some of you. Not everybody can do that. For some of you, this person may make you think that they're gonna stick around for longer, and then the sadness is that they're not. Short-term thing, maybe a one-night stand, maybe a weekend fling, and then they move on, and that causes your sadness. For some of you with card number 3, don't get too involved with somebody. If you don't really know them, take the time. Before you start picking out wedding rings and bridal magazines, make sure that this person is moving the same path that you're moving in. Now, we know people lie. We know that not everybody is going to be honest about what they're feeling in a relationship, and that is what it is. Use your discernment. But for some of you with card number 3, take your time. You might be dealing with a player or a playette. Okay, let's see. 17. Interesting. Card number 4. Card number 4 is showing that somebody may see something that they like, but they're not speaking about it. They're not saying anything. And Spirit is saying maybe you need to open your mouth and assert yourself. Could be that you get all excited about this new beginning with somebody. Let's start this up. You look good. You smell good. They talking about, I want to blow bubbles on your booty. And you're like, okay, cool. Then you find out that this person is a player. That they're giving you little lip service, no action really behind it. Maybe they're making you feel good, making you smile. And there's some hurt that comes behind this when you find out. Maybe you went through their phone, you went to their house, went through their drawer, their closet, or whatever, found something that you didn't want to see. You know that saying, if you look, you will find. So for some of you, you may find out something that you don't like that causes some type of sadness. And then you're sitting up here thinking, well, shit, now we got an issue. We got a problem. Do I continue to let this person blow bubbles on my booty? Or do I talk about this now? Should I say something? I kind of enjoy the bubbles. I don't know if I want to speak up now. But then it depends on how deep you get into it. Some of y'all may say, look, you know what? I'm sorry. I know I said I was cool with you blowing bubbles on my booty for 2 weeks, but I went through your closet. I went through your phone. I saw something that I really didn't like. Now I got to speak up about it. So for some of you, you may be asserting yourself with somebody this week where you're like, okay, I know I said I was cool about something that we said, but now I can't keep my mouth closed. Now I have to be verbal. For some of you, this could be finding out something that was a secret. Or either you thought you could keep a secret and then you realize I can't hold this shit in. I got to say what I have to say. Somebody could even be banking on you keeping your mouth closed. Like, they tell you something, don't tell nobody. Because if you tell somebody, it's going to come back on you or whatever. And then you sitting up there thinking, or like some people who just can't even hold water. Like it's burning them in there. And it's like, okay, I know I can't say nothing, but I want to say something. So I think I'm going to say something. Now, for some of you, this could be where you always keep your mouth closed and somebody is intimidating you. And then you come to this place where you're like, you know what? Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. I'm not holding this in. I'm going to say what I have to say. You're going to hear my truth. And for some of you, you do what you have to do. Whether this is talking to somebody who hurt you, a player or a playette, or dealing with a situation where you kind of were letting somebody overrun you. You know, maybe you were dealing with somebody where they were saying whatever they wanted to say and you were kind of just taking it and taking it and taking it. And finally you had enough and you're like, nah, you know what? I'm going to tell you what I need to say. This person is like, look, or you know how we in the Black community, can I get your attention? You piss me off. You talk too long to that woman over there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. When a woman starts clapping her hands, grab your purse, grab your drink, grab your car keys, and exit the building because ain't nothing good coming with this. So for some of y'all may start to clapping. Y'all literally may start to clap. And it's like, you know what? I thought I wasn't going to say anything. You pushed me too far. And now we are going to talk. So for some of you, you are having this conversation with somebody. Card number 4, you may have just been pushed to your limit where you're like, look, I got to do what I got to do. I got to say what I got to say. And for some of you, this is not going to be pleasant. 2115. All right. Card number 5. For some of you, and I get card number 5. Some of you may be afraid to say what you need to say to somebody because you feel like things are not going to be the same. You know, this is somebody feeling trapped, which means that you may have been in a situation where, say you invested some time with somebody, whether this is in a person or with a business or in an environment, and you feel like I put too much of my energy or my time into it. I don't like the way things are going. I feel trapped. I'm scared to say anything. Here this card is, her mouth is sewn up. She don't even want to see the situation. He don't want to see the situation. This is something, somebody just doesn't want to deal with a problem. They don't want to deal with the problem. They don't want to speak about it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it because they're scared that it's going to change things. For some of them, they would rather stay in this place instead of speak up. They're scared to talk up. Because what? They think they're going to lose somebody. You got somebody cheating on you, not doing you right. If you say something to them, they're going to walk away. Maybe you share some type of house, apartment, financial concerns with them. And if you speak up and let them know that you are unhappy, if you assert yourself, maybe it may cause some problems for you. So for some of you, with card number 5, you may have this fear of being able to say what you need to say. Maybe you haven't caught the energy yet to assert yourself. For some of you, you do need to speak up, but you're afraid. So you're in a trap. This could be self-imposed too. But whatever it is with the barbed wire, this is painful. So some of you may feel like either you're going to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else if you say what you have to say, and you're afraid. Some of you may be in an abusive situation. You might have got with somebody that is male or female abusive to you, whether this is physically abusive or emotionally abusive. Some of you may be in a situation where you're scared because we got this fear. We got barbed wire around this person's arms. Every time they try to move, they get cut. It's painful. So this person could be afraid that if they assert themselves, that there are going to be some repercussions. For some of you, that may be why your eyes are blinded and your mouth is sewn shut. Some of you could be dealing with an abusive relationship. Not everybody, though. For some, I feel like you could be dealing with somebody that maybe pops you in the mouth when you talk. Could hit you in the eye. She has dark eyes, could have a black eye. This could be male or female, though. Men are not the only abusers. Women are quick to throw a punch or something in somebody's face, too. Not the right thing to do. Not the right thing to do. I've been on the end where I was throwing shit at people. Not the most mature thing to do or the right thing to do. But women are not blameless in a lot of situations when it comes to abuse either. For some of you, this could be you defending yourself from somebody who's abusive. Maybe being afraid though. So some of you could have opened up a relationship that maybe you thought was one thing, and then you realize that maybe this person isn't what you thought, and you're afraid. Maybe you have asserted yourself, but there was some issue with that. So for some of you, there could be some issues with walking away from a toxic environment or a toxic person because of fear. Being afraid of being hurt, being afraid of hurting somebody, whether this is physical hurt, emotional hurt. Some of you may decide to stay in a situation because you're scared to push it any further with card number 5. Some of the energy is communication. Being afraid to talk, being afraid to say things because maybe this person comes in and goes, well, or either you could be dealing with the clapper. This is what we gonna do. Shut the fuck up. And some of you are afraid of this energy. There's a pain. Not for everybody, for some people. So some of you may have a very volatile situation with communication where you try to talk to somebody and they take it to that next level and it gets hostile. Could be somebody that you already involved with. Could be somebody new that you're connecting with. For some of you, you could be stalked by an abuser. Whew, Lord. For some of you, you may have been in a relationship with this person before, moved on, and this person is stalking you and continuing to come back. Maybe they don't want to see you move on. Some of you could be asserting yourself with this person, finding your power. But on the flip side, somebody may be afraid of someone. And that's why they're not asserting themselves. It gets deep. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Card number 6. The good thing about it with card number 6, so we got 3 cards. Some of you could be walking away from a past, opening your road up. Whatever it is, with card number 6, it looks like it's going to happen fast. Some of you could be walking away from an abusive situation that you're afraid of. Not everybody. Some of you definitely are thinking about somebody from your past. But I feel like these are good memories. So I wonder, it could be some people are really walking away from a bad situation and going back to somebody else. Past love or past memories. That could be an issue. I wonder if some of you were in a relationship with somebody, got out the relationship because you met somebody different. But then you realize that this person wasn't all that they said that they were. And there could have been some type of toxic situation within this relationship. And some of you didn't feel like you could speak up about it. And it could have been because maybe you were dealing with somebody who had some type of anger management problem, some issues, and it caused you to be afraid. But for some of you, you could be walking away from this person and going back to another person from your past, opening your road again, where you felt like you were trapped. Now we got the road opener. Somebody's breaking free, seeing things clearly. They took the blindfold off, and it's showing that this is happening fast. For some, you may have literally been dealing with a situation where you thought it was supposed to be really good. You saw the truth of somebody and started moving out of this relationship. Maybe it became painful for you, self-imposed fears, being afraid of pain, being afraid of being hurt, walking away from a situation because you got somebody else from your past love memories. For some of you, if this person is your past and they were abusive, you could be trying to move forward towards something else. If this is somebody who's stalking you, you could be trying to open your roads up. I'm getting so many goddamn messages. I keep getting abused. I get people trying to run away. And then I get people coming out of a bad situation and moving towards something that's positive. Their road is open. Not necessarily with somebody. Could be walking away by themselves. But for some people, you could be going back to a past lover. Maybe somebody that offered you some type of safety. Some of you may have felt, if we look at this as the bad boy or the bad woman, that maybe this was a little bit too heavy. Kind of goes back to the last reading. And I know this shit doesn't have anything to do with me because I ain't got none of this shit going on. None. So this could be a particular message for somebody, because I think even the last message was about kinky, abusive sex, bondage, tying some shit up. For some people, you might be stuck in something that maybe is a little bit too heavy for you and you can't walk away from it. Some of you are finding your strength where you're going to assert yourself. Now, for some of you, the last reading, y'all like that, but not everybody is feeling cool with it. So y'all may be dealing with somebody who's doing more to the booty than blowing bubbles on it. This is deep. But whatever it is, the road opener card is showing that it's coming. If you felt like you were trapped, you're going to start seeing things clearly. Time is of the essence. You're going to see things clearly and move in a more open path where you're seeing things. You're not blindfolded. So if the message is, if you're dealing with some type of abusive situation or some type of limit or limitations put on you by a relationship, some of you are taking the blindfold off, seeing the light, and what the time of the essence is, you're moving away from it quickly. Some of you, the new beginning may not have been all that you wanted, but you're taking this blindfold off. If somebody kind of had your face covered where you were seeing this rose-colored stuff, it's like, no, I'm going to pull this stuff down and I'm going to see it, open my roads up. So for some of you, definitely moving forward in a more positive direction, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's abusive or toxic or a cheater or somebody that is manipulating, because some of you are going to assert yourself. A few of you are still in that cycle where you're scared. Not everybody, but for some people, you are fearful. Maybe this person has hurt you, hit you, or you feel like you can't walk away. And some of you are still trying to move away from that energy. But for a good majority, I feel like they're going towards that road opener, that light. You know, they're moving towards the light. Look for the light, because it's going to set you free. And you'll see things a little bit clearly. Speak up, especially if you feel trapped. The road opener is coming. Let's see. And it's because some of you are asserting yourself. You're releasing your fears. So you're the ones that's doing this. You're pushing yourself forward. Self-imposed to now self-freedom. So you guys, I know this was deep. It must be for somebody specific. Definitely, if it fits with you, it fits with you. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. We'll be back Monday and we'll see what's going on. But I hope for those that are in an abusive situation, please reach out. If you are dealing with somebody that is physically hurting you, if you can get any type of help, message, family, friends, or whatever, please do that. It's not a good place to be. And for some of you, you're scared to death. You don't want to be there. Reach out for help. All right, you guys? I love you.